afraid. Step out of line, the man come and take you away. We better stop.
All right, folks, we are back. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas. We're going to go back to your calls, Rob, David, Travis, and more. But I want to keep reading this Charlie Skelton Guardian article where everything doesn't exist, being quite sarcastic about the Bilderberg meeting, despite the fact that they put out their own list last year of attendees, despite the fact that it's been reported on throughout the mainstream media, despite the fact that we have now hundreds of videos and photographs of members going in and out of the meeting, and the actual paperwork, the actual documentation that they're the ones behind the European Union and the Euro long before it ever occurred. The admittance of members like Anyan Devenier. But no, it doesn't exist. I'm flying out to Athens for no reason at all, to have a holiday I don't deserve and can't really afford. Maybe catch a little sunstroke, grab some food poisoning, and come home. Pointless. Unless, of course, the rumors are true. Unless, as a handful of people are saying, a handful of people. No, I'm sorry, sir. It's in the millions now. Millions of us now know that the Bilderberg meets once a year, and they do, let me say this again, they do discuss and decide policy. That's what they're there for. Unless as a handful of people are saying this weekend is Bilderberg, which it is, the yearly alignment of the distant stars that shape our destiny. A long weekend at a luxury hotel where the world's elite get to shake hands, clink glasses, fine-tune their global agenda, and squabble over who gets the best sun loungers. I'm guessing that Henry Kissinger brings his own, has it helicoptered, and is guarded 24/7 by a CIA special ops team. You see how this is all sarcastic? It's all a big joke. Oh, Henry Kissinger, he's the nicest guy in the world. Yeah, we'll talk about CIA black ops when it's guarding, something frivolous for Henry Kissinger, but we won't talk about the CIA black ops of the 1970s where they released African swine virus on the Cuban population. Now, let's not talk about that. It's ridiculous. If it's all happening at all, Kissinger will be there. Yes, he will. David Rockefeller will be there. Yes, he will be there. Presidents of banks and chairmen of boards. The Ben Bernake's and Condoleezza Rice's of this world. Yes, no, they will all be here. I guarantee you that. Heads of oil companies, media magnates, the Queen of the Netherlands, and Peter Mandelson. Probably Bernanke, possibly David Cameron. Politicians and financiers from all 5 corners of the globe. Don't let them tell you there are 4. And me. So, this guy making huge jokes that, he's going to Bilderberg, but there's really no reason to go because it doesn't exist. Nothing's going on.
And the bankers aren't stealing everything we got.
Yeah, and they're not, and the Federal Reserve's not saying 9 trillion? What? Me worry? Gone. Poof. Just gone. It's outlandish and outrageous. Let me repeat. Outlandish and outrageous. I arrived last night under the cover of darkness. See, this guy is writing it like a bad noir, spy novel with tongue-in-cheek, so you won't take the Bilderberg group seriously. See, now the mainstream media will continue to report on it, but it's a good thing it's not in the United States because, of course, we would have a crack team there. We'd be all over it. We'd be blowing it up on the web. But there's so much other stuff to discuss. HR 2159, where they're trying to strip literally everybody of gun rights because they put everybody on these DHS lists. That's what this is for. We're not talking about, HR 1966, the Cyberbullying Act, where you're not going to be able to hurt anybody's feelings on the web anymore. You better watch what you type on IM, folks. It could get dangerous. It could get very Al-Qaeda-like very quickly when you're typing to your friend on IM. Don't joke around. You might hurt their feelings. You'll do some hard time for some light typing. I promise you that. All right, let's jump to phone calls. Let's go to Rob in California. Rob, you're on the line.
Hey, Jason. Can you hear me?
How you doing? Yes, sir.
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good.
First of all, let me say I'm a subscriber to PrisonPlanet.tv, so, I appreciate the hard work that you and Alex do there.
Thank you, man.
All right. Considering you were talking about the swine flu today again, I haven't heard you or Alex cover. Remember the little baby from Texas that died?
Yeah.
Okay. According to an article from the AP, if you want to get the headline for that is first U.S. swine flu victim was born to wealth.
Okay.
This kid's grandfather is like this big media mogul in Mexico.
Uh-huh.
And he used to own like UPI back in the 80s.
Okay.
So the thing that's interesting about this is that, remember the archaeologist in Mexico that died after Obama went there?
I don't quite remember that one, but was he one of the first swine flu cases?
His name was Felipe Solis.
Okay.
Okay, so that guy was he was the one that showed the Obama all those delegates that went down there something about the museum. Well, this kid's grandfather, his brother, so the kid's great uncle was also at the dinner there.
Well, we're asking everybody, and I posted over at the Infowarrior yesterday a list of 15 other sites that we can upload our program to, and we want those videos to go viral. They can't take us off the net altogether. What they're trying to do is take us off the one internet phenomenon video website, which is YouTube, which is supposed to be user-based, and they've been pretty successful at getting massive channels out there off. However, third parties that are just, posting our stuff sporadically are still up there. But I'm pretty upset that, a few hundred of my videos are down and a few thousand of Alex's are down. It's more than a damn shame. It's violating our First Amendment. It shows they want to lock down the internet. It shows we're having an effect. It shows they don't want this kind of news out there. It definitely shows they don't want this voice or perspective to get out to the masses. I mean, it's absolutely insane. I thank you for the call, Travis. I mean, yeah, it is ludicrous to say that maybe the Bilderberg Group's meeting and maybe the Bilderberg Group exists and maybe they're planning world domination. No, this is a group that openly gets together. They said it was a golf club for the longest time. They have talks. They have documentation on the things that they're talking about. They openly say, Enyon Devaney says, yeah, we're the ones who brought you the euro. We're the Bilderberg Group. We do what we want. And remember, this is 125, 144 of the world elite. Well, Bohemian Grove is coming up later in the summer, and we'll have 3,000 of the world elite there. And the agenda will be dispersed, and it will be done in a compartmentalized fashion. More on that on the other side. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas.